breath like clouds in winter air. You'll be leaning on the silver pole with the wind in your dark hair. I would hurry down the corner street, books pressed tight against my chest. You would smile and take them from me, say I like it when you rest. We would watch the city waken as the first bus rolled on by. Let the second one keep moving just to have a little time. Now I'm at the old bus stop with a pocket full of tickets and a heart that never stopped. Every engine in the distance, every break and every knock sounds like you are coming back to the old bus stop. Then one morning you were dressed in gray with a suitcase at your side. Said they need me in another town for a while, I've got to ride. I just laughed like it was nothing, but my hands began to shake as we let 3 buses leave us till there was no more to take. You said ride me on the journey, every line you choose to send. I'll be standing in this memory till we meet right here again. So I'll wait at the old bus stop where the dawn runs down the windows and the coffee shops unlocked. Every hiss of opening doors makes my sleepy heart beat knock, thinking you'll step off and find me at the old bus stop. I've grown older with the sunrise on this cracked and painted curve. Kept your last small paper ticket like a softly spoken word. If the road has turned you elsewhere, then your days are far from mine. Know there's someone by a corner looking back through borrowed time. Still I stand at the old bus stop when the world is gray and quiet and the traffic hasn't stopped. If you ever feel the longing for the streets we used to walk, follow morning's gentle whisper to the old bus stop. I'll be there in scarf and sweater with a chill still in the air. All the years will fall behind us if I turn and find you there. Till that moment, love, I'm waiting where our dreams first learned to talk, with my heart upon the pavement at the old bus stop. 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 The little clock is ticking on the kitchen wall. The hands keep turning till I hear you call. I still remember when we met that springtime day on a warm park bench where all the blossoms swayed. You were reading softly with your coat undone. Sunlight through the branches made a halo run. You looked up smiling when I asked to sit a while, sharing little secrets with a careful smile. Now the seasons circle like the leaves that fly, but your footsteps find me as the hours go by. In this quiet corner where our lives align, you still come walking through my door at night. Every night at 9, you're coming home to me, with your gentle eyes and your old coat swinging free. We put a record on and let the day unwind, swaying in the lamplight, leaving cares behind. I don't need a golden star or grand design, just your arms around me every night at 9. The kettle whispers while you're hanging up your hat. You ask how my day was and we talk of this and that. The curtains shimmer with the streetlight's silver glow, while our favorite melody turns soft and low. You hum the chorus as you reach to pull me near. All my worries quiet when your voice is here. In this little room, the world is warm and small, and our simple love feels bigger than it all. All the dreams we planted grew in simple ways, in the way you listen when I speak my days, in the way you're waiting as the clocks all chime, keeping our old promise, same sweet time. Every night at 9, you're coming home to me, with your gentle eyes and your old coat swinging free. We put a record on and let the day unwind, swaying in the lamplight, leaving cares behind. I don't need a golden star or grand design, just your arms around me every night at 9. Someday we'll be older and the days will slow, lines upon our faces where the years will show. But I'll set the table and I'll light the flame, waiting by the window when I hear your name. If the world grows colder, let the night wind moan. We will have this little house we've made our own, 2 familiar shadows in the soft design, meeting like we always do at 9. Every night at 9, you're coming home to stay, and the smallest moments chase the dark away. We let the music spin and let our hearts recline, moving to the rhythm of your hand in mine. I don't need a shining crown or grand design, just to be beside you every night at 9. Every night at 9, darling, you are mine. That's my forever wish. Every night at 9. The little clock is ticking in its gentle rhyme, and I whisper, hurry love, it's almost time. crickets sing. Your headlights turn the corner once again. You pull up slow in that old blue car, radio playing some forgotten star. You lean across with that easy smile, ask if I can stay and talk a while. We drive past town where the sidewalks glow, past the little hall where we used to go, dancing all night by the jukebox shine. You'd whisper, someday I'll make you mine. Years roll on like the white lines do, but every road keeps leading back to you. And though the world keeps changing all the time, I'm still your girl and you're still mine. Under the porch light, I fall in love again. Every time you take my hand and slowly pull me in. Shadows on the doorstep, stars up in the sky. You kiss my cheek so softly, and you never say goodbye. Night after night, you hold me tight, and my heart shines on under the porch light. Talk about bills and the day we had, laugh about things that once made us sad. You say, remember when we had no phone, just a midnight walk to bring you home. The screen door creaks while the neighbors sleep. We steal a moment that is ours to keep. You brush my hair back from my face like every night in the same place. We may not travel very far or wide, but I found the world in your quiet eyes. And when the daylight slowly slips away, I hear my heart begin to say, under the porch light, I fall in love again. Every time you take my hand and slowly pull me in. Shadows on the doorstep, stars up in the sky. You kiss my cheek so softly, and you never say goodbye. Night after night, you hold me tight, and my heart shines on under the porch light. There's a little gray in your gentle hair, but the boy I met is still right there. You still get shy when I catch your gaze, like we're back in those first dance hall days. The kids have grown, gone their separate ways, but you're still my song at the end of the day. And when the house is quiet, still and small, your knock on the door says I've got it all. Maybe someday when we're old and slow, moving a little softer than we do now, we'll sit on this step in the fading glow, smiling at the life that love allowed. You'll take my hand like you always do, say after all these years I still choose you. And in that golden tender light, we'll thank the stars for every night. And under the porch light, I'm falling still for you. Every line upon our hands is every year we made it through. Shadows on the doorstep, silver in your hair. Every under the porch light. Yes, my heart lives on under the porch light. Cotton candy sky, soft and real. Hearts went up with the Ferris wheel. There was music on the midway, soft and low. Laughter in the distance, lights all aglow. You took my hand as the evening turned gold. Said, darling, this is a story to be told. Climbed into a little painted seat for two, the whole town shrinking as we rose with the view. I felt your arm wrap gently round my waist. Time slowed down in that sweet suspended place. The world below was just a blur of light, but every word you whispered felt so right. You said I'll love you long after tonight, and my heart believed you in the summer night. Ferris wheel promises turning in the sky, round and round with every soft I'll never say goodbye. Even when the seasons change and all the colors fly, we keep our hearts together with Ferris wheel promises inside. Now the summer's just a picture in my mind, but I still hear that little carousel chime. We walk the seaside when the day is almost through. Waves keep repeating what I heard from you. Your jacket on my shoulders as the night wind blows. Salt on the air and the moonlight glows. You squeeze my hand and smile that same old smile, and I know we've carried that first night all this while. The ocean hums a gentle harmony with every step you're right in front of me. You say I choose you in every life and time, and I feel that Ferris wheel begin to climb. Ferris wheel promises turning in the sky, round and round with every soft I'll never say goodbye. Even when the seasons change and all the colors fly, we keep our hearts together with Ferris wheel promises inside. People say that summer love can fade like fireworks after the parade, but here we are with years behind our names, still holding on to softly burning flames. When doubt tries to whisper in the dark, I remember how you looked right at my heart. High above the fairground, nothing in between, just you and me. Shining in your eyes, round and round we go beneath the thousand starry skies. Even when the days grow old and clouds drift up on high, we'll hold on to each other sentimental things you say. If this life's a carnival of moments passing by, our love will keep on turning like Ferris wheel promises on the sky. Cotton candy sky fades into blue, but every little dream still comes back to you, as long as your hand is safely holding mine. Our Ferris wheel promises will keep on turning through time.
Your shadow moving, calling out my name.
And suddenly this old town feels brand new tonight. I still remember suitcase in your hand,
the platform clock, the silver rails, the whistle of the train.
You tried to smile so I wouldn't see you cry, but raindrops on your lashes gave a secret in your eyes. I watched you waving through the smoky morning light, clutching my umbrella like a promise held too tight. The echo of that goodbye stayed inside my chest, like a record stuck but playing only "Please Come Back." All those seasons turn and turn, still our hearts would twist and burn. Every song on late night shows kept on whispering what we know. Back at the jukebox,
hear our favorite tunes,
spinning all the memories in this faded room.
Under the soft glow, you pulled me close once more,
like we never said goodbye at that station door. Back at the jukebox, look at where we are. If the night just keeps on turning, I'll be in your arms. Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
I moved on the best I could, or so I'd say.
Work behind that corner store, counting down the day.
Porch light glowing when the evening shift was through.
I'd stand there in the doorway, half expecting it was you. I wrote you letters that I never dared to send, folded up the pages, tucked them where the hurt would mend. Every train that rumbled through this little town sounded like a second chance that never slowed down. Yet tonight you walk right in with that same shy, crooked grin, and the jukebox found our song like it's been waiting all along. Back at the jukebox,
hear our favorite tunes,
spinning all the memories in this faded room.
Under the soft glow, you pull me close once more,
like we never said goodbye at that station door. Back at the jukebox, look at where we are.
You and I together like a wishing star.
If the night just keeps on turning, I'll be in your arms. Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
Outside the street is shining, puddles in the lane.
Ooh, we share one old umbrella, laughing in the rain.
Small town dance hall windows fog with breath and heat.
Every raindrop keeping time with our returning home. heartbeat.
Let the trains roll by, let the timetables change. I've had all I need right here, I don't need those distant trains.
Let the city lights stay far across the tracks.
I have searched the whole wide world just to circle back. If tomorrow feels unsure, hold me closer than before. We'll let one more record play while the night just slips away. Back at the jukebox where our hearts belong.
We've turned our old goodbyes into a brand new song. In the color shadows I see my future clear. Every beat is telling me to keep you near. Back at the jukebox, nothing in between. Just the man I always loved and the girl you've always seen.
If the world keeps on revolving, I'll be in your arms.
Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
When the last slow record ends,
walk me home past Sleepy Bend.
neath your porch light, hand in hand, we'll let the jukebox be our band.
Spinning little records on a Friday night. Summer on the sidewalk, stars just out of sight. There we were in the corner of a small town wooden hall. Paper hearts and streamers hanging down along the wall. You asked if I was taken, I just shook my head and smiled. You said let's dance a slow one, if only for a while. The jukebox in the shadows was a rainbow in chrome, casting colored circles like a window into home. You reached to choose a love song with a trembling kind of grace, and the whole world disappeared in that little glowing space. You held me like the moment might forever stay, while the record turned and turned our doubts away. I never knew that one soft summer night could live forever in a jukebox slide. By the jukebox slide, you took my hand, we were just two strangers in a slow dance band. Every little note fell warm and right as we swayed together by the jukebox slide. By the jukebox slide, the world grew small, just your heartbeat and the music down the hall. Darling, that's the night my heart took flight, when you whispered my name by the jukebox slide. Later on we wandered past the summer fair outside. Ferris wheel was turning like a halo in the sky. You won a little ribbon at a faded midway game, pinned it to my sweater and softly said my name. We shared a glass of lemonade, we shared a nervous laugh. You traced a little future on a torn off paper map, saying maybe one day we'll leave this sleepy town. But right then all that mattered was the music spinning round. We hurried back before the last slow record played, afraid to lose the courage that the music made. And when you pulled me close and held me tight, miles older, and the posters have all changed. But sometimes when they spin those old songs again, we stay. You smile and say, remember how we almost said goodbye, before a simple little record made our stars collide. We've had our share of mornings, bills and kitchen floors, laundry on the clothesline, children at the door. But when the needle finds that old familiar tune, I see that nervous boy across a June-lit room. If the years grow heavy and the colors start to fade, we'll still go dancing where our first sweet promise was made. Let the young hearts circle in their Saturday best. We'll sway in the corner like we did the very first. For every love that's certain and every love that's lost, there's a song that waits behind a silvered piece of gloss. And ours will always live in ruby, green and white, in that gentle glow, in that jukebox light, by the jukebox light. We'll dance again, older now, but still the same two friends. Every tender chord will hold us tight as we fall in love anew, in the jukebox light, by the jukebox light. When evening falls, we'll forget the years and hear that old dance call. Darling, when the world slips out of sight, I'll be finding you there by the jukebox light, spinning little records on a Friday night. Your hand in mine, our shadows soft and bright, long as there are songs to chase the night. I'll be loving you there by the jukebox light.
Rain on the pavement, midnight glow, two shadows walking soft and slow.
I see you standing by the neon doorway, raindrops shining in your hair. My heart remembers, though the years have tried to hide you, like you were always waiting there.
You look surprised, but then your smile starts blooming, just the way it used to do.
I raise my hand and tilt my old umbrella toward you, say there's room in here for two.
All at once, the city noise fades behind our trembling poise.
Every heartbeat starts to tell you
we were meant under the same umbrella, under the same umbrella. I'm holding you again, under the same umbrella, like we never reached the end.
all the miles and all the years wash down the midnight street.
Under the same umbrella, my heart falls at your feet.
Ooh, do you remember at the crowded station, you were crying in the rain?
You pressed a letter with your shaking fingers in my palm as the whistle called my name.
All of your pages kept me through the seasons, ink and teardrops on the line.
I never read goodbye. Now those words between our hands meet again where our feet stand. Every drop begins to tell you we were meant under the same umbrella. Under the same umbrella, I'm holding you again. Under the same umbrella, like we never reached the end.
All the miles and all the years washed down the midnight street. Under the
same umbrella, my heart falls at your feet.
Ooh.
We find a window in a corner cafe,
Cold still glistening with rain.
steam on the glass while the city keeps on moving.
But our world stands still again. You trace a circle on the table with your finger. Say I wondered if you'd call. I take your hand and with a quiet little promise tell you I won't leave it all.
All the letters, all the nights I whispered to your name. Riding trains through lonely towns, nothing felt the same. Now the years roll off your face in soft reflected light.
And I know I should have found you on some other rainy night.
But we're here and every doubt can gently melt away if you'll stay. Under the same umbrella, we'll walk the streets as one. Under the same umbrella, all our leaving days are done.
Let the echoes of the past flow down the shining street. Under the
Same umbrella, every piece of us can meet. Under the same umbrella,
in this tender silver glow,
I will love you through the rainfall and whatever winds may blow. Under the same umbrella, darling, I'll always let go. Ooh, ooh. Under the same umbrella, under the same umbrella,
darling, I won't let go.
under the same umbrella, under the same umbrella.
Under spinning summer skies, there was music on the midway, cotton candy in the air. You were standing by the ticket booth, sunlight in your hair. I was holding on my courage like a prize I had to win. When you smiled and said, "Come ride with me," I felt my world begin. We climbed into that creaking car, the night just coming on. The town turned into fireflies as the lights all flickered on. The higher that we slowly rose, the softer grew our talk, till the world was just our beating hearts above the parking lot. You brushed a stray curl from my face, said I could stay right here for days. Every star that touched your eyes made me softly realize Ferris wheel kisses turning in the sky, hearts learning how to fly, just you and I. Round and round that summer night, holding on to you so tight. Every dream my heart now misses started with those Ferris wheel kisses. Years went by like colored streamers years, yet your laughter stayed the same. In a box of faded photographs, I still whisper out your name. There's a snapshot of that Ferris wheel, lights blurred behind our heads, and a ticket stub you folded round. The words, no looking back, you said. Now we're dancing in the kitchen with the porch light burning low, radio playing something gentle while the evening breezes blow. You are humming while you stir the tea. I'm drying every plate, and our shadows on the linoleum still sway like it's our first date. You take my hand and pull me near, I still get butterflies right here. You laugh and say, close both your eyes, let the night rewind in our minds. Ferris wheel kisses turning in the sky, hearts learning how to fly, just you and I. Round and round that summer night, holding on to you so tight. Every dream my heart now misses started with those Ferris wheel kisses. On the mantle by the letters, tied with ribbons soft and blue, there's a line where you once promised every ride I'll choose just you. When the world felt cold and distant and the days were hard to bear, I would close my eyes and find us in that swinging midnight air. We've known winters, we've known teardrops, little storms along the way, but you always leave a note for me when you're gone at break of day. Back soon, darling, don't forget, underlined with your dear name, and that tiny Ferris wheel you draw beside it looks the same. So when the years feel heavy on our eyes, we'll paint our sky with carnival lights. We'll spin our memories one by one till every sunset feels like when we just begun. You whisper, love, I'm still that girl, reaching for your hand above the world. Ferris wheel kisses, still I feel them now. Every gentle spinning vow we're living out somehow. Round and round through joy and tears, holding on across the years. All the life my heart now treasures grew from those sweet Ferris wheel measures. Ferris wheel kisses, darling, close your eyes. We're still turning under summer skies. Under the Ferris wheel, you held my hand in the ticket line, laughing as the summer stars align. Cotton candy on your fingers, on my lips, little trembling in our fingertips. We heard the music from the Midway band. You brushed the hair from my face with your hand, and in the glow of turning steel, I felt a secret starting to reveal. I never knew that a simple July could paint a whole forever in the sky. Turn slow and small, I swear I heard my future call. Under the Ferris wheel, with your whisper in my ear, every doubt just disappeared. If I ever wonder what our love is, what is real, I remember us under the Ferris wheel. We walked the boards by the ocean side, sand in our shoes, rhythm in the tide. You won a small toy ring at a faded stand, slipped it on like you had a plan. We shared a soda at the corner bar, watched our reflections in the window glass star. And when the neon signed its last goodnight, you walked me home in the porch lamplight. The crickets sang and my heart replied to every step that matched your stride. Under the Ferris wheel, when the world turned slow and small, I swear I heard my future call. Under the Ferris wheel, with your whisper in my ear, every doubt just disappeared. If I ever wonder what our love is, what is real, I remember us under the Ferris wheel. Now in the kitchen with the radio low, coffee cups steaming in the morning glow. You read the paper, I hum along to some old bossa-colored love song. We've got the dishes and the bills to pay, but your gentle smile lights up my day. And in the quiet of our little home, I feel that summer everywhere we've grown. Years roll by like the spinning cars, round and round under borrowed stars. But every time you take my hand in mine, I'm back in that sweet July in time. The midway fades, but the feeling stays, soft as the breeze on those seaside days. You kiss my cheek and I still can feel that first soft promise in the turning wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, when my heart was shy and new, every color pointed straight to you. Under the Ferris wheel, now our days are calm and clear, but that magic's still right here. If I ever wonder what our love is, what is real, I just lean on you. Under the Ferris wheel. The night, the lights, the feel, forever you and me. Under the Ferris wheel. Cotton candy clouds in the evening sky, Calliope music drifting low. I walk alone past the rides that spin, where we once laughed so long ago. Tiny yellow bulbs on the Ferris frame blink on one by one with the stars. I buy a ticket just to feel the same, wondering if you still know who we are. The years rolled on like the carousel, but some things never fade. Every step I take, I hear you say the promise that we made. Ferris wheel nights, If you're still mine in this summer light, meet me again in these Ferris wheel nights. I passed the hall where the band once played, jukebox glowing red and gold. You spun me slow to a broken-hearted tune, said I'll be here when we grow old. We carved our names by the riverside where the water caught the moon. You traced my hand like a fragile page and swore you'd be back someday soon. But letters stopped and the seasons changed and life pulled us apart. Still every fair that came to town lit up my waiting heart. Ferris wheel nights, I still remember your jacket round my shoulders in late September. High in the sky with the town below, you whispered every secret soft and low. If you're still mine in this summer light, meet me again in these Ferris wheel nights. Then through the crowd and the midway noise, I see a face I almost dreamed. You smile like sunlight over dusty years, a little older, softer it seems. You say I'm late, but I found my way, kept your picture all this time. You hold out 2 worn Ferris wheel tickets, ask, will you ride with me tonight? We climb back into that swinging seat, the whole fair turning slow. You did trumpets from the band below, play a song from long ago. It always should have been. We float above all the roads we took and come together again. Ferris wheel nights, we're back together. Your hand in mine feels even better. High in the sky with the town below, our hearts beat softly in the afterglow. If we lose our way in the failing light, we'll find it again in these Ferris wheel nights. Ferris wheel nights, hold me forever, round and round in your arms, my love. Ferris wheel nights. Soft summer breeze, carnival light, 2 shadows swaying in the warm twilight. Ferris wheel nights, Ferris wheel nights.
Love began Tuesday,
Then a cloud, summer skies. Love began before my eyes. Summer lights blinking at the small town fair, paper cups and laughter floating in the air. I was by the gate with a ticket in my hand when the first cool raindrops darkened all the sand. You came up beside me with your jacket and a grin, said, I've got an umbrella, wanna let me in? We ran through puddles past the cotton candy stand to the Ferris wheel car where you took my shaking hand. The ground fell away and the night turned still. Raindrops on the meadow, hush on the hill. Your whisper floated through the carnival tune, and all I heard was you and that quiet little moon. Ferris wheel kisses high in the sky, holding on to you as the world rolls by. Fairground lights below like necklaces of gold, two shy hearts together, not afraid of getting old. Ferris wheel kisses slow and sweet, rain on the railing, your hand on my cheek. Right then and there I knew what forever is, caught in your Ferris wheel kisses. Weeks turned to months and we found our ways, meeting after closing on those Saturday days, driving down the back roads with the windows halfway down, car radio playing that soft slow sound, dashboard glowing in a tender amber light. You reached for my fingers at a red sign in the night. We talked about tomorrow in that parking lot glow, tracing little circles in the fog on the window. And every simple moment felt like that first ride. Sky all around us, your arms open wide. Even when the music faded soft and low, I heard that Ferris wheel wherever below like necklaces of gold, two true hearts together, growing brave and old. Ferris wheel kisses slow and sweet, rain on the railing, your hand on my cheek. Every passing season showed me what love is, spinning on Ferris wheel kisses. Now it's many years later, on a weekday noon, rain painting silver on the avenue. I'm clearing up glasses at the corner cafe, watching hurried footsteps blurring shades of gray. You appear outside in your worn old coat, still humming that melody we long ago wrote. You tap on the window with that same soft smile, and I'm back on that Ferris wheel for a little while. We don't need bright tickets or a carnival song. We've been riding this circle our whole lives long. If we ever grow tired or somehow lose our way, we'll meet by the fairground on a rainy day. Ferris wheel kisses high in the sky, holding on to love as the clocks go by. Fairground lights of memory glowing soft and gold, two warm hearts together, still not afraid of old. Ferris wheel kisses slow and sweet, rain on the window, your arm round my seat. Every road we traveled led us back to this, living in Ferris wheel kisses. When the midway's quiet and the night wind sighs, I still see forever in your eyes.
Letters by the sea, your words still live in me. Steam on the platform in the morning cold. Your suitcase shaking as my hand let go. You tried to smile, but your eyes said stay, while the whistle called my heart away. You pressed a folded note into my palm, said write me everything and keep this charm. I watched you shrinking as the train rolled on, waving through the window till you were gone. First night alone in that strange new town, I spread your letter on the bed, spread it down. Ink like a ribbon, soft and fine. Your little heart poured into every line. Letters by the sea, you send in pieces of your heart to me. Salt on the paper from the ocean breeze, your handwriting flowing like the tide, so free. Every curve, every word was the sweetest sound I ever heard. Though the miles kept rolling in between, I held our letters by the sea. Seasons passed by on the window glass. I kept your pages in a leather clasp, photographs tucked where your perfume stayed, fading but faithful to the love we made. One rainy evening with the radio low, I found an envelope from years ago. You'd drawn a shoreline and a little pier, wrote, if you come back, you'll find me here. So I bought a ticket on the afternoon train, carried our letters like a golden chain. Every stop brought closer what we'd planned. Your seaside town, your waiting hand. Letters by the sea, you send in pieces of your heart to me. Salt on the paper from the ocean breeze, your handwriting flowing like the tide, so free. Every curve, every word was the sweetest sound I ever heard. Though the years kept rolling in between, I followed letters to the sea. Now the sun's sinking where the waters shine, footsteps of strangers falling in a line. I see a shadow by the harbor wall, turn as if you knew I'd come after all. Your smile is older but your eyes are bright, soft as the glow of your porch light at night. You take my suitcase, laugh and touch my sleeve, as if you'd only stepped away to breathe. All of the ties and all of the miles couldn't wash away your careful lines. Every goodbye on that platform gray was just a promise written another way. If storms should rise and pull us apart, I'll trace your name inside my heart and hear your voice in every gentle wave, like the letters that your faithful ocean gave. Letters by the sea, Now you're standing here in front of me, wind in your hair and your hand in mine, the shoreline humming like our favorite rhyme. Every curve, every word, from all the pages I ever heard, led me home where I was meant to be, here with you, letters by the sea. As the night falls soft on the quiet pier, we write the rest of our story here. When the jukebox played, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays, we were walking down the sidewalk, rain was falling soft and slow. You were laughing under my umbrella, street lights in a silver glow. On the corner by the old hall, you can hear that distant beat. Someone opened up the doorway, spilling music on the street.
You said let's go in a minute, just to get out of the rain. But I saw the way you swayed there, like you already knew my name. And my heart turned on
when the jukebox plays. Every little scratch and echo takes me back to those days when you slipped your hand in mine and the whole world slipped away. I still fall in love again when the jukebox plays. Inside the floor was worn and shining from 1,000 dancing shoes. Colored lights upon your shoulders made a halo out of blues. You were humming with a record, cheeks so close against my own. In that small town dance hall, darkness felt like we were all alone.
Every spin around that room wrote a promise in my chest. If the night could last forever, I would never need the rest. 'Cause my heart turns on when the jukebox plays. Every chord that rolls and lingers lights a fire in your gaze. When you lean into my arms and the noise just fades away, I still find that first night magic when the jukebox plays. Now the years have brought us homeward, porch light glowing soft and warm. Kitchen clock keeps steady ticking while the world outruns the storm.
But when you flip our little radio and an old song starts to rise,
I can see that dance hall ceiling in the shine of your sweet eyes.
and my heart sings on when the jukebox plays. Though it's just our kitchen floor now, and the night feels far away, we still sway like younger strangers in those borrowed dance hall days. I grow new in love with you when the jukebox plays. So hold me closer, darling,
be standing in that doorway, hearing softly far away.
My heart will always find you in that warm and gentle haze.
Every time our song comes on,
when the jukebox plays, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays, sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays, sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays. Rain on the sidewalks, evening rush gone home. City breathing softly, streets of shining stone. I walk past the windows, neon glowing blue, back to the station where I once let go of you.
ticket man is yawning, clock is almost 10. Echo of a whistle pulls me back to then. You with your suitcase shaking in the rain, me trying to be brave while you boarded that train.
We said write me every Sunday night. You pressed my hands and said I'll try, but somehow I believed through every mile I would still see your eyes
Under the station lights,
That's where I lost you once that night. But every letter that you ever wrote pulled me back to that platform of hope.
under the station lights,
I kept your promise in my mind till the day you step into my side. Under the station lights.
I watch the dark field slipping past the pane, trying not to cry as I whispered out your name. No streets waiting, strangers everywhere, only your handwriting saying someone cared.
Little rented bedroom, suitcase by the chair. Your folded words were all that waited there.
Lines a little crooked, ink a little thin, but every simple truth felt like you walking in.
Some nights the distance echoed through my room. I'd read your lines in yellow table gloom, each gentle sentence, every clumsy line, holding my heart like your hand once held mine.
Under the station lights,
That's where I left you in the night. But every letter that you ever sent kept my lonely footsteps facing home again.
under the station lights,
I traced your name 100 times, dreaming of turning and finding your smile.
under the station lights,
Years turn the edges of the pages worn. Ink bled a little like the day we swore.
no matter the distance, no matter the time, we'd follow the tracks to the same old sign. I kept your photographs inside my coat,
I kissed your name on every envelope.
every faded stamp and trembling line drew a little circle round our lives.
Tonight the timetable flickers with your train. My hands hands are shaking just to see your name.
Crowd begins to gather underneath the beams. Raindrops stitching silver through the steam.
I stand among the travelers with my case, searching every shadow for your face.
Then through the umbrellas and the yellow glow, there you are, just the same as long ago.
You drop your bags and I forget the years. Rain and laughter tangled with our tears.
The whole wide city fading out of sight,
till it's only you and me tonight.
under the station lights, we find each other one more time. All of the miles and all those nights, folding in your arms and in your eyes. Under the station lights,
No more goodbyes, no more someday.
if this is home, let it start right here, where our hearts remember how to stay. Under the station lights, under the station lights. If this is home, let it always be. Under the station We were younger on that seaside evening, barefoot where the waves kissed our feet. You were laughing with your jacket on my shoulders. I could hear my heart skip every beat. Down the boardwalk, all the summer lights were shining, candy colors in the soft blue air. And the sky turned slowly while the Ferris wheel kept climbing. I fell in love with you up there. All the little lights below look like wishes in a row. I remember how it felt so real when you took my hand by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world can change its face, I will still be right beside you in that shining place. In my heart I'm always waiting by the Ferris wheel with you. Now we're driving with the car radio low, dashboard glowing in the silver dark. Hear that old tune that we danced to by the ocean, takes me back to where we found our spark. On the promenade, the little shops are closing, but the wheel still paints the night with fire. And your smile in the mirror has that same soft wonder that it had the night you lit my life. Every time the chorus plays, I can see those summer days. All the laughter, all the spinning steel, all the quiet love by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world have mornings full of coffee in the kitchen, little notes you leave beside my cup, all the quiet ways you say you're always with me keep my drifting heart still looking up. And on evenings when the wind begins to whisper and the tide rolls in with gentle sighs, we'll park the car and walk along the wooden railing, let the colored lights fill up our eyes. Life can move like turning cars below us on the ground. Faces fade and streets can change their names, but every time we hear that distant carnival sound, we remember where our stories stay the same. So if I ever feel the years begin to steal, kiss me once again by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we'll be turning round and round above the sea. All the days behind before us fold together when you're close to me. Let the waves roll in and carry off the noise and haze. We will hold this little circle as our sacred place for as long as I am breathing. I will stand right here with you by the Ferris wheel, believing every night our love is new. By the Ferris wheel, my darling, I'm forever next to you.
Rain on the sidewalk, shining silver in the night.
You were standing by the door in a halo of neon light.
You were hiding beneath the awning with your coat pulled tight. Raindrops chasing footprints down the empty night.
I said I've only got one umbrella if you'd like to share. You smiled, if we walk together I'll be halfway there.
We stepped into the puddles like a quiet parade. Your nervous little jokes and the faces you made.
You said there's a dance hall at the end of the lane, where the jukebox keeps the thunder far away from the rain.
We pushed through the doorway, shaking off the storm. Found a corner in the music where the night felt warm. One slow record and a borrowed tune, and the whole world melted into one small room. Under the jukebox light, holding you so near, every spinning record seemed to whisper, stay right here. We didn't have tomorrow, we barely had tonight, but our hearts found forever under the jukebox light. Under the jukebox light, swaying soft and slow, raindrops on the windows, colored by the glow. If I live 100 years, I'll still remember tight how I first fell into you under the jukebox light.
Summer brought a fairground to
at a dime store game, blushing like a schoolboy when they called your name.
We slipped from all the laughter to the old dance floor. Same wooden boards, same swinging door.
The jukebox in the corner flickered on so bright, like it knew that we were coming back again that night.
We dropped our only quarter, heard the needle fall, and there we were again, just the two of us and it all.
The summer air was humming, but my whole world turned on the way your cheek felt as my cheek burned. Under the jukebox light, holding you so near, every spinning record seemed to whisper, stay right here. We didn't have tomorrow, we barely had tonight, but our hearts found forever under the jukebox light. Under the jukebox light, swaying soft and slow, Ferris wheel, shadow windows on the floor below.
If I live 100 years, I'll still remember time,
How I first fell into you under the jukebox light. Now we've got a little house with a porch out front,
a crooked wooden swing where the years come and hunt.
Sometimes when the rain taps its rhythm on the eaves,
We turn the radio low and let the night believe.
the porch lights our moon,
And the yards are hall.
your hand finds my waist
As the shadows fall,
we close our eyes and we're young again tonight, back in that dance hall under the jukebox light. Under the jukebox light.
though the years have flown, every gentle slow song still can bring us home.
We don't need the doorway or the neon bright,
We carry that first dance
under the jukebox light.
under the jukebox light. In our memory sweet, rainy city sidewalks underneath our feet.
If the world keeps changing and the days turn white,
Our love will keep on swaying under jukebox light.
so when the night is lonely,
And the sky feels white,
just hum that little tune.
and I'll be by your side.
In every quiet heartbeat, every soft moonlight,
We're still two kids forever under the jukebox light. tracing little circles on my borrowed dress, hiding all my trembling in a smile, I guess. Then you dropped a silver quarter in the jukebox there. Said this one's for the pretty girl with the ribbon in her hair. You held your hand out, I forgot to breathe. As the record spun, you pulled me close to me. Every note was like a promise, soft and low. Every turn a little secret only we could know. And all the world just faded out of sight, till it was only you and me and that warm spinning light. Under the jukebox light, you took my hand and held it right, with a song so sweet and your heart on beat. We learned how love could feel that night. Under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, the whole world felt so safe and bright. And I still can't see how you looked at me. Under the jukebox, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light. Summer came around with all its painted rides. We walked down to the fairgrounds with our fingers tied. Ferris wheel was turning circles in the sky. You said, I'll catch you, darling, if you're scared of heights. Up above the town, the lights were small and far. You whispered, close your eyes and make a wish on every star. I wish that every little step we take would lead us back together, never break. When the midway sounds were fading into blue, I could hear that same old record playing just for two. In my mind we're always dancing slow, in that tiny hall where all our dreams began to grow. Under the jukebox light, you took my hand and held it right, with a song so sweet and your heart on beat. We learned how love could feel that night. Under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, the whole world felt so safe and bright. And I still can't see how you looked at me. Under the jukebox, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox. Now the years have scattered silver in your dark brown hair. There are lunchbox notes and grocery lists upon the chair. But when the evening settles quiet on our street, I hear your key and feel my heart skip one more beat. You climb the steps and see me framed in porch light glow. You smile that same old smile from all those years ago. You hum that tune as you walk through the door, and suddenly I'm 17 once more. Love isn't always fireworks in the sky. Sometimes it's dishes in the sink and socks that never dry. But every time you reach for me at night, I'm right back in your arms beneath that dreamy light. So if the records fade and halls all close their doors, we'll keep our little melody inside forevermore. Under the jukebox light, you gave my ordinary life its shine. From the first slow dance to this worn gold band, you've been my storyline. Under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, I found my home in your eyes that night. And through all our days, in 1,000 ways, I'm still that girl you're holding tight. Under the jukebox light, do-I, do-I, hold me tight. Do-I, do-I, stars just out of sight. There we were in the corner of a small town wooden hall, paper hearts and streamers hanging down along the wall. You asked if I was taken, I just shook my head and smiled. You said let's dance a slow one, if only for a while. The jukebox in the shadows was a rainbow in chrome, casting colored circles like a window into home. You reached to choose a love song with a trembling kind of grace, and the whole world disappeared in that little glowing space. You held me like the moment might forever stay, while the record turned and turned our doubts away. I never knew that one soft summer night could live forever in a jukebox light. By the jukebox light, you took my hand. We were just two strangers and a slow dance band. Every little note felt warm and right as we swayed together by the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, the world grew small, just your heartbeat and the music down the hall. Darling, that's the night my heart took flight, when you whispered my name by the jukebox light. Later on we wandered past the summer fair outside. Ferris wheel was turning like a halo in the sky. You won a little ribbon at a faded midway game, pinned it to my sweater and softly said my name. We shared a glass of lemonade, we shared a nervous laugh. You traced a little future on a torn off paper map, saying maybe one day we'll leave this sleepy town. But right then all that mattered was the music spinning round. We hurried back before the last slow record played, afraid to lose the courage that the music made. And when you pulled me close and held me tight, the room grew quiet in the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, you took my hand. We were just two strangers and a slow dance band. Every little note felt warm and right as we swayed together by the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, the world grew small, just your heartbeat and the music down the hall. Darling, that's the night my heart took flight, when you whispered my name by the jukebox light. Now the hall is older and the posters have all changed, but sometimes when they spin those old songs again we stay. You smile and say, remember how we almost said goodbye, before a simple little record made our stars collide. We've had our share of mornings, bills and kitchen floors, laundry on the clothesline, children at the door. But when the needle finds that old familiar tune, I see that nervous boy across a June-lit room. If the years grow heavy and the colors start to fade, we'll still go dancing where our first sweet promise was made. Let the young hearts circle in their Saturday best. We'll sway in the corner like we did the very first. For every love that's certain and every love that's lost, there's a song that waits behind a silvered piece of gloss. And ours will always live in ruby green and white, in that gentle glow, in that jukebox light. By the jukebox light, we'll dance again, older now but still On a Friday night, your hand in mine, our shadows soft and bright. Long as there are songs to chase the night, I'll be loving you there by the jukebox light. Jukebox light. Jukebox light.
Sha-la-la. Sha-la-la. You were reaching for the shoreline stones, skipping wishes on the blue. Evening settling on the water, I was walking next to you. You were talking about tomorrow, hands were shaking just a bit when you brushed against my fingers, every star above us lit.
I can feel that quiet trembling every time I see your face in that faded little photo from our very first embrace. All these pictures by the lake hold the way my heart began to wake. Every soft September sky, every shy mistake we'd make, I still fall in love with you. In these pictures by the lake, there's a postcard with your handwriting, curved and careful, almost shy, from the year we spent in cities, living underneath different skies. You wrote, I will keep the shoreline in my pocket near my heart till the day we walk together, never more so far apart.
Now I trace those little letters with a thumb that's grown with time, but the promise in that ink feels as fresh as when you signed. All these pictures by the lake, and your words I never could forsake. Every gentle looping line, every vow we'd softly made, keeps me walking back to you. Through these pictures by the lake. On our bedroom wooden floor now
Lies a box of memories,
shoes kicked off the kettle singing.
wind is whispering through the trees.
We don't need a grand adventure or a far-off shining place, just your shoulder leaning into mine, and these moments we can trace. So let's keep pictures by the lake, on the shelf beside the love we make. When the daylight's growing tired and our bones begin to ache, I will see us young and waiting for the dust to slowly break, and I'll fall in love forever through these pictures by the lake. Sha-la-la. Pictures by the lake. Sha-la-la. Pictures by the lake.
a table in the corner where I wait for him. I was just a girl with an apron tied, pouring cups of coffee while the trains rolled by. You came in from the platform with your coat all down, ticket in your pocket, suitcase by the lamp. You asked for a corner where the noise felt small, somewhere you could hear your name above it all. I pointed to this table with a checkerboard crack, said you can see the whole wide world from this window by the tracks. You laughed and said, if I pass this way again, will you save this little place for an old lost friend? I smiled at the promise spilling between your words, like the whistle of a distance only my heart heard. Window by the tracks where I watched you go, face against the glass in the station glow. Every train that leaves takes a piece of me, but I keep this chair waiting where your eyes can see. Window by the tracks on a rainy night, headlights in the fog fading out of sight. Till you're coming back, I'll hold this place intact, sitting in the quiet by the window by the tracks. Seasons change the posters on the cafe wall, new faces at the counter, but I knew them all. Businessmen and soldiers, girls with travel dreams, suitcases of secrets and paper seams. Sometimes I'd glimpse a profile through the silver mist, think I saw your shadow in the way they kissed. But the door would close softly and the moment passed, just another ghost fading in the darkened glass. Still I straighten up the table when the night bells ring, lay a single spoon and a porcelain ring. If a stranger asks why the seat stays free, I just say someone's coming and they'll sit with me. Window by the tracks where I watched you go, face against the glass in the station glow. Every train that leaves takes a piece of me, but I keep this chair waiting where your eyes can see. Window by the tracks on a rainy night, headlights in the fog fading out of sight. Till you're coming back, I'll hold this place intact, sitting in the quiet by the window by the tracks. There was once a summer when the rains ran late. I walked down to the lakeside just to test my fate. Water held the sunset like a copper coin. Wind wrote your name in the trembling joint. I thought about boarding any northbound line, leaving all this waiting on the ties behind. But the thought of you searching for an empty chair brought me back to this window to be certain I was there. Now the kitchen clock is older and the boss has changed, but they leave me this corner like it's prearranged. I hum a little tune when the night gets long, let the spoons keep rhythm to a patient song. If one day you wander through the closing crowd, with your shoulders a little more tired, your heart less loud, you'll see a gentle figure in the faded slacks, waving through the raindrops at the window by the tracks. Window by the tracks where I watched you go, still shining in the steam of the engines low. Every train that leaves writes a line, in fact, in the quiet little story of the window by the tracks. Window by the tracks when the night turns blue, there's a chair and a cup and a place for you. If the world runs you ragged and the sky turns black, come and find my faithful heart at the window by the tracks. Rain on the glass and the evening dim. I'll be here tomorrow if you come back in, till your footsteps echo on these wooden cracks. I'll be keeping one small light in the window by the tracks.
Raindrops on the glass, streetlights glowing low, jazz from a radio playing soft and slow. You stir your coffee as the night rolls by. Steam curls upward like a gentle sigh. Outside the taxis paint the pavement gold. Inside your fingers chase away the cold. We share a corner table by the pane, watching people hurry through the rain. You smile and say, we've got all night. And the world fades down to you in this light. The waiter wipes the counter, hums a tune. The clock hands circle round the room. In every little shadow, every glow, I feel a promise that my heart just knows. By the cafe window, in the silver rain, I would fall for you all over again, with your hand in mine. And the world outside, you're my quiet shelter, my endless tide. Every drop that falls on the empty street sounds like a heartbeat, soft and sweet. And I know wherever we might go, I'll remember you by the cafe window. Later on the sidewalk, sharing one umbrella, you lean into my coat, my favorite kind of weather. Puddles make a mirror of the neon sign. Your laughter skipping warm along the line. We walk past shuttered windows, sleeping stores, talk about tomorrow and a little more. You say, save this night in your mind for me, and your eyes shine brighter than the city. Back home the porch light casts a golden ring. Kettle on the stove begins to sing. You leave your handwritten note by the bread. Good night, my love, the cafe window in the silver rain, I would fall for you all over again, with your hand in mine and the world outside. You're my quiet shelter, my endless tide. Every drop that falls on the empty street sounds like a heartbeat, soft and sweet. And I know wherever we might go, I'll remember you by the cafe window. Layers will scatter pages on our floor, pictures curling softly by the door. But I'll still see your face in every storm, pull you close and keep your heart warm. When the nights feel heavy and the skies turn gray, we'll find a little booth and hide away. One more cup of coffee, one more slow refrain, and I'll fall for you again and again. By the cafe window, when our hair is white, we'll be holding hands in the fading light. Let the city rush and the seasons flow. We'll be side by side where the raindrops glow. Every drop that falls on the quiet street still sounds like our hearts, soft and sweet. And I'll thank the rain for letting me know I was meant to love you by the cafe window. Raindrops on the glass as the night moves on. You rest on my shoulder till the dark is gone. In every life that I might ever know, I'd find you again by the cafe window. By the cafe window.